Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Horse Business. And on today's episode, I'm just going to be doing a little rundown of what's going on at Fonture Transport. Fonture Transport, I've spoken about many times, is my horse transport business and the supporting element of how this has all come about. And we mentioned it in January when we talked about the vision, SMART goals, and various other parts like that. And I just thought it'd be worth doing a little update on how we're getting on as we head towards the end of the first quarter. It's all go, that's for sure. So what's actually happened since then is we have decided to expand our reach. So we've just sent a lorry up to Lincolnshire, where we are going to be running a hire business out of there and horse transport as well. And alongside that, the exciting news, because it's always exciting when you buy something new, is I've got a new lorry coming next week to support us down here in Newmarket, which is where I'm based. And we're going to be running then 3 vehicles in the fleet. So I'm super excited. And I wanted to just share that with you because it's actually all part of what we were talking about in January, where you set your vision, you set your intentions and your mission. And by doing so, it allows you to take actionable steps to achieve those goals and therefore grow the business. And that might be exactly what you need, or you might have needed at the time. The livery business, the transport business, whatever business equestrian you might be in is not an easy space. And what I find is people get so busy doing the day-to-day, particularly liveries, that actually having the vision and the step-by-step process to grow and become a sustainable business for you and the lifestyle you wish gets forgotten about. I spoke to somebody just yesterday who was telling me how hard it is to run a livery business. And it is. But the problem they also have is they're stuck in it. You might know who you are because apparently you listen to these podcasts regularly, so you might know who I'm talking about if you're listening. And it was a great conversation, but it did remind me that we really have to set where we're going to be able to achieve what we want to achieve. And we spoke about, I've gone a little bit off a tangent, but we spoke about how they were breeding horses, but they were breeding the wrong type of horses to actually turn it into a business, because some horses sell easier than others at different prices. And that brought me to want to remind you, as we're growing as a business, as Fonture Transport, that the vision and the direction that you're going is really important. And to set it out early. We're now coming towards the end of the first quarter. So let's hit the second quarter running. What is your vision and what do you want to achieve in the next 3 months? Now, for Fonture Transport, I don't mind telling you that our vision is to have a successful second site by the end of the next quarter and to have our 2 vehicles out running at least 30,000 miles each through every month for the rest of the year. That would give me the business that I've been designing and would be exactly heading towards the vision and goals that I've had. Why are they great? Because they are SMART goals. Now, again, we've spoken about this, but I wanted to remind you of it. You need to set SMART goals. They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and they have to have a time bound set to them. Because if we set a goal and we don't work towards it, being a certain time period, that goal I had in January, I could have dragged out until December, but I haven't and I wouldn't. So think about that with your own business. Where are you going? Where do you want to be? So that's a little roundup on what we're doing, the fact we've set our goals and the fact we're achieving what we want to achieve. What are we going to head towards? Like I said, 1 hire and transport site up north, 2 vehicles in our hire and transport site in Newmarket, and with the addition, hopefully it's in the plan, to be taking horses internationally too. So that's a little update. Exciting times, so much more to do, but hopefully it helps inspires you into what your business is doing and helps you think about where you're going next. And if I can help you at all, please feel free to reach out. You've got me on my socials. reach out anytime. If I can help you do what you need to do with your business, I absolutely will. I would be absolutely honoured to do that. So thank you ever so much for listening to me this week, and please join us next week for the next episode.